Let's be honest, talking about sex can be awkward. It's one of those topics that can make even the most confident people feel a bit uneasy, whether it's the fear of judgment, the worry of saying the wrong thing, or simply the private nature of the subject. Discussing sex openly can be a challenge. It's personal, sometimes embarrassing, and often shrouded in mystery. Many of us have grown up in environments where sex was a taboo topic, only whispered about or avoided altogether. This secrecy can make it difficult to approach the subject with the openness and curiosity it deserves. But here's the thing, sexuality is a fundamental part of being human. It's not just about the act itself, but about connection, intimacy, and understanding ourselves and others on a deeper level. Embracing our sexuality can lead to more fulfilling relationships and a better understanding of our own desires and needs. It's woven into our biology, our psychology, and even our social structures. From the way we form bonds to the way we express love and affection, sexuality influences many aspects of our lives. It's a thread that runs through our interactions, our emotions, and our identities. And just like any other aspect of our existence, we can approach it with curiosity and a desire to understand it better. By asking questions and seeking knowledge, we can demystify sex and view it as a natural and important part of life. That's where science comes in. Science offers us tools and methods to explore and understand the complexities of sexuality in ways that were previously unimaginable. For centuries, sexuality has been explored through art, literature, and philosophy. These disciplines have provided rich insights and diverse perspectives on human sexuality, capturing its beauty, complexity, and significance. But in recent times, science has taken center stage, providing us with incredible insights into the hows and whys of our sexual selves. Through rigorous research and technological advancements, we are uncovering the biological, psychological, and social factors that shape our sexual experiences. We're talking brain scans, hormone studies, and genetic analysis, all aimed at unraveling the mysteries of desire, arousal, and pleasure. These scientific endeavors are helping us understand the underlying mechanisms that drive our sexual behaviors and preferences. This journey into the science of sexuality isn't about taking the magic out of intimacy. It's not about reducing love and desire to mere biological processes. Instead, it's about enriching our understanding and appreciation of these experiences. Instead, it's about understanding the forces at play, dispelling harmful myths, and ultimately, empowering ourselves to live more fulfilling and informed lives. By shedding light on the science of sex, we can challenge misconceptions and promote healthier attitudes towards sexuality. So, buckle up as we delve into the fascinating world of sex science. We'll explore the latest research, hear from leading experts, and uncover the truths that can help us navigate our sexual lives with confidence and curiosity. This isn't just about abstract concepts. It's about you, me, and everyone else navigating the world with this fundamental aspect of ourselves. Ready to explore? Let's embark on this journey together and discover the wonders of sex science. We often hear about genes influencing everything from our height to our taste in music. They are the blueprints of our biological makeup, dictating a myriad of traits and characteristics that make us who we are. But what about our sexuality? How much of that is written in our genetic code? It's true that genes lay the groundwork for our physical development, including aspects of our sexual biology. They influence the hormones we produce and how our bodies respond to them. However, the idea that a single gay gene or straight gene dictates our sexual orientation is a vast oversimplification. The reality is far more intricate and nuanced. Think of it this way. Genes provide the building blocks, but our environment, experiences, and personal choices act as the architects, shaping the final structure of our sexuality. Just as an architect uses materials to design a building, our life experiences mold and influence our sexual identity. While research suggests that genetics can contribute to a predisposition towards certain sexual orientations, it's only one piece of a much larger puzzle. Environmental factors, such as upbringing, culture, and personal experiences, play significant roles as well. Studies on twins have shown that even when identical twins share the same genetic makeup, their sexual orientations don't always align. This divergence highlights the influence of non-genetic factors. This tells us that while genes have a say, they don't tell the whole story. The interplay between our genetic predispositions and our life experiences is complex and multifaceted. Our understanding of how genes, environment, and personal experiences interact to shape our sexuality is still evolving. Scientists are continually uncovering new insights, but the complete picture remains elusive. The takeaway? Sexuality is far too complex to be reduced to simple genetic determinism. It's a dynamic interplay of biology, environment, and personal choice. It's a beautiful tapestry woven from many threads. Each thread represents a different influence, and together they create the rich and diverse spectrum of human sexuality. Let's talk about hormones, those chemical messengers that course through our bodies, influencing everything from our moods to our appetites. When it comes to sexuality, hormones like testosterone and estrogen play starring roles. Testosterone, often associated with male sexuality, actually plays a crucial role in both men and women, influencing libido and sexual desire. Estrogen, on the other hand, is involved in the menstrual cycle, vaginal lubrication, and other aspects of female sexual function. But here's the thing. Hormones don't act in isolation. They interact with our brains, our emotions, and our environments in complex ways. Think of it like this. Hormones might provide the fuel for our sexual engine, but our brains are the drivers, deciding when, where, and how that engine gets used. Factors like stress, relationship dynamics, and even our physical health can all impact our hormone levels and, consequently, our sexual desire. Understanding the interplay between hormones, brains, and environment helps us better understand the fluctuations in our own desire and approach sexuality with greater compassion and self-awareness. Section 4. Between the ears. How our brains experience sexuality. If hormones are the fuel, then our brains are the intricate control centers of our sexual experiences. They orchestrate a symphony of sensations, emotions, and thoughts that shape our sexual identity and behavior. And when we talk about the brain and sex, we can't ignore the star of the show, the pleasure center. This area is crucial in creating the feelings of euphoria and satisfaction that come with sexual activity. Located deep within the brain, this region lights up like a Christmas tree when we experience pleasurable sensations, including those associated with sex. The release of neurotransmitters like dopamine plays a key role in this process, reinforcing behaviors that lead to pleasure. But it's not just about pleasure. Our brains are also responsible for a myriad of other functions that influence our sexual experiences. Our brains process sensory information, interpreting the touch, smell, and sounds that can enhance or detract from our sexual experiences. They also help us read social cues, which are essential in understanding consent and mutual desire. Different parts of the brain are involved in different aspects of sexuality. The hypothalamus, for instance, regulates the release of hormones that drive sexual desire. For example, the amygdala, responsible for processing emotions like fear and anxiety, can either enhance or inhibit sexual arousal depending on the situation. This means that our emotional state can significantly impact our sexual experiences. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, associated with decision-making and impulse control, helps us navigate the complexities of consent, risk-taking, and sexual behavior. It allows us to weigh the consequences of our actions and make informed choices. The brain's role in sexuality highlights the deeply personal and subjective nature of our experiences. Each person's brain is wired differently, leading to unique preferences and responses. What feels good, what turns us on, and how we interpret sexual stimuli are all influenced by our individual brain chemistry and wiring. This intricate interplay between biology and experience makes human sexuality a rich and complex tapestry. Understanding the brain's role in sexuality not only helps us appreciate the diversity of human sexual experiences, but also fosters empathy and respect for others' sexual identities and preferences. By exploring the neurological underpinnings of sexuality, we can better understand ourselves and our partners, leading to more fulfilling and meaningful connections. Ultimately, our brains are the architects of our sexual experiences, shaping how we perceive, enjoy, and engage in one of the most fundamental aspects of human life. Section 5. The social network. Culture's impact on sex. While biology lays the foundation, we can't underestimate the profound influence of culture on our understanding and experience of sexuality. From the media we consume to the religious beliefs we hold, our social environment shapes our attitudes, values, and behaviors related to sex. Think about it. What we consider normal or taboo in the realm of sexuality varies drastically across cultures and time periods. What's celebrated in one society might be strictly forbidden in another. These cultural norms influence everything from our choice of partners to our comfort levels discussing sex. Unfortunately, cultural messages about sex are often steeped in misinformation, shame, and double standards. These harmful narratives can lead to negative self-image, anxiety around sex, and difficulty forming healthy relationships. It's crucial to recognize the pervasive influence of culture on our sexual selves and to critically examine the messages we've internalized. By challenging harmful norms and embracing sex positivity, we can create a more open, accepting, and pleasurable sexual landscape for ourselves and future generations.